Donald Trump says that the U.S. Treasury should get a cut of this TikTok deal. We've tried to cover this as closely as we can. I read about it as much as I can. It's the developing story, obviously. We went from TikTok might be banned. Some people in the U.S. don't like it in government, including Trump, to sitting around waiting for details, to rumors that Microsoft could be in talks to buy it, to an interview, I guess, on Air Force One, where Trump says, I'm about to ban it. You can put me on the record here, to new details emerging where Trump says 45 days if you want to make a deal, to the latest, which is, if you make that deal, I want a piece.
Yeah, give me a cut here.
I want a piece. And I mean, to be fair, the U.S. Treasury is not him. He says that the U.S. makes it possible for them to do business. I think this is a political move. Well, I mean, I said this on the previous one. Some of this stuff is practical. Some of it is signaling. Here's where I stand. I'm hard. I'm tough on China. I'm tough on trade, whatever it might be. You would never know the full incentive structure behind this thing. What would lead to this series of events the way that it's going down? How much does it help him on a personal level for the U.S. Treasury to get a few dollars? I don't know. Mm-hmm. But his argument is, and it's not all that different from the way China treats its domestic market by only letting you in if you play by certain rules. He's saying, okay, you want the U.S. customer, the U.S. wants a piece of your profit. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where it's going. Now, I'm not saying that I abide by that idea. You know, it can, in certain circumstances, stifle competition. You could imagine if he said something similar to, I don't know, Toyota. And all of a sudden, and they do, sometimes in the form of tariffs, mm-hmm. right? This is like some sort of digital tariff in a weird way. It's obviously different because it's an acquisition and he's getting a piece of an actual specific negotiation in which he's the one demanding the negotiation. So, I mean, he holds all the cards. It's a Godfather type mafia move. Mm-hmm. Like, let's be clear about that. You force the sale, then you say, and I get a piece. He puts them, what decision can they make here? You have TikTok, tremendous, enormous user base. They lose India, get banned completely over there. They lose all those users and all the potential to monetize those users through ad revenue down the road. Mm-hmm. And then the other big market to make money, and it's important, remember, ByteDance has Douyin. They have a domestic product like TikTok already in China. So for those saying, isn't China good enough? TikTok isn't the Chinese version. The Chinese version of TikTok isn't TikTok. TikTok, that portion of the thing corresponds with the international business that ByteDance does.
Yes. So
the evaporation of the U.S. market, they get nothing for everything that's been built. Mm-hmm. It's an all or nothing type of thing. They either do this thing, and this is where the leverage comes in. They either do this thing or maybe don't do it on some principle. Go ahead. Delete us. We don't need it. Or they take what they get and they say, you know what? Can we get 50 billion and we have something to show for all the work that went into building this crazy popular app and the money we spent on Musical.ly? Mm-hmm. Can we get an update on that? Can you tell me, Will, how much money ByteDance paid for Musical.ly? Because you want to recuperate that at least. There's not that many big markets left in the world. 800 million. I mean, between 800 million and 1 billion is what ByteDance paid for Musical.ly alone to then merge it and create the app that we know as TikTok. So they're going to want to get something back here.
Yeah, this is a serious ultimatum here.
It's a serious ultimatum. And by the way, he doesn't say we want 10% either. Can I just quote the man here? Substantial portion of the purchase price. What is a substantial portion?
That's like at least 40%.
And there's been rumors of a $50 billion deal.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, this thing is heating up. I'm really curious to see how it plays out. Of course, China says, no way. China says, we're not going to go for it. The state-run China Daily newspaper said on Tuesday that Beijing would not accept the theft, in quotations, of a Chinese technology company. And it also warned that China had plenty of ways to respond if the administration carries out its plan, smash and grab. You know a smash and grab? That's like, I believe they go into like a convenience store or a gas station store, big group, and then they all at once, so that no one can be reprimanded, and they just all smash and grab things and then
Right.
take off. That's what they're calling it. So the war of words heats up. The economic warfare heats up. I don't know where it goes, but I mean, it could get ugly. We'll see. TikTok and ByteDance, they're really between a rock and a hard place on this one. Microsoft's still in the running, by the way. Microsoft says we're going to try to get a deal done next 45 days. They think they still got a chance. Imagine them, though. They got to negotiate with ByteDance, but then they got to negotiate with Donald Trump, and then they got to negotiate with China. Like, imagine being Microsoft right now. They're like, sheesh, we're in the middle of everything over here.
Yeah.
We're just trying to recoup from that Mixer debacle.
We're trying to build Halo.
Yeah, we got an Xbox. I mean,
Yeah.
but anyways, ByteDance, TikTok, obviously, tremendous scale. And you know what, Will? A lot of people are interested, not just Microsoft. In fact, there's a report that Apple may have expressed serious interest in acquiring TikTok. Wouldn't that be the weirdest thing ever in 2020 if Apple got TikTok? Apple, TikTok, what?
It would make sense for them to get into social media.
They have no play there.
Right.
They obviously appear to be interested in content because they did the Apple TV Plus stuff, and they had the news piece that they tried to put out. They have increasingly turned towards services to generate revenue. So it's not the craziest idea, but of course they came out after the rumor emerged and refuted it immediately. Say, that ain't on brand for Apple. Didn't you see Tim Cook in Congress? He says he only makes the best things. That's it.
Yeah.
He's very particular. Apple is very particular.
Apple fellows don't approve.
Yeah, the fellows. They talked to the fellows. They talked to Schiller, and he said that's a no-go.
A high fellow.
High level, high fellow.
Yeah.
But the rumors have actually been swirling not just around Apple. Apparently, Google and Facebook have also expressed interest in acquiring TikTok in the past. And it's actually unknown the scope of negotiations ByteDance might be in right now. Imagine you're talking to Microsoft, and you're talking to Microsoft about numbers in the range of billions. You're talking about big numbers with Microsoft. You're telling me you're not going to call up Google, you're not going to call up Facebook and just at least have a couple of words? You're telling me you're not going to do that, Will?
Come here.
I feel like even a guy like you might have a couple of words. And you're going to just say, look, here's the specs on this deal. Are you interested at all? Now, the only difficulty comes in that you would also have to get this approval. And those other two companies, Google and Facebook, people already think they're too big and too powerful. They may not approve. Even Apple. Who knows if these things get approved, which is part of the reason why Microsoft lines up so well. Because they're kind of that second tier right now. They weren't in Congress. Bill Gates moved on. What's he doing? Charity, and conspiracy theorists say he's all about the vaccines and whatever. I don't know what Bill Gates is up to, but it's a lot of philanthropy right now. And Microsoft used to be the anti-competition poster boy back when they were shipping web browsers alongside Windows. They already went to court. They did all that. Then they've been happy to be in that number two. We're back here. We're Microsoft. We get the game console. We got the LinkedIn. We got the operating system. We got a web browser here and there. You know, we don't even do the phones anymore. Although they got the Android product coming out with the Duo, and the Surface product doesn't do that bad either. So they've got a couple things going on, but for whatever reason, people don't put them in the same camp as Google and Facebook in the like, ooh, I'm scared.
Privacy
Ooh, I'm scared
realm.
territory.
Yeah.
Which they used to, and that's changed. So that might be why they're the perfect
Candidate?
candidate
Yeah.
to court this relationship with ByteDance and the U.S. government and the Chinese government. Oh my goodness.